So good day. Welcome to Smoke Showing with Jay. Actually just gonna reach into the camera. I apologize for that. Lift it up just a little bit so my head isn't cut off. We can cut it off again in a minute. So hope everybody's having a great day. Today we are going to be doing a spatchcock chicken. I've done spatchcock chickens in the past, but I never really explained why do we spatchcock a chicken. All right, and what spatchcocking is. I don't know who came up with the name, but that's what it's called. Basically what a spatchcock chicken is you are simply going to remove the backbone and you're gonna open the whole entire chicken up and make it more of a level playing field. So it cooks a lot more even. So that is really the only reason we spatchcock a chicken, is because it allows you to cook faster and it also allows for a more even cook. If you've never smoked a chicken before, you will know that they do dry out. They tend to dry out, so we don't want that. We want to keep it as nice and moist and juicy as possible. By spatchcocking it, we help eliminate that and create basically a level playing field, as they say. So I've already taken mine out of its bag, removed all the giblets, etc. So all I've done is I've washed it, all right, just rinsed it off, and I've set it over here. But I see there's kind of a big old chunk of fat here, so we're just going to remove that because I don't want that. That's to the side there. So, all right, so when we are spatchcocking a chicken, you're going to basically take the breast and it's going to be breast down, okay? You're going to open up your beautiful chicken here. You're going to need a good pair of scissors. You can use a knife if you're really good with it and it's super sharp, but you're basically cutting right, I should probably go this way, right here along the backbone is where you're gonna cut. So you're gonna basically make a cut all the way from the front to the back down both sides. And you're gonna be cutting through bone the whole entire way. So I recommend a good pair of scissors, kitchen shears actually. You can either start at the butt end or you can start at the neck end, whichever you're comfortable with. I start at the butt end because I find that if I go basically right on each side of the butt, then that way I'm really just removing the bone and I'm not taking away a whole lot of meat. So we don't want to take away the meat, we want to eat all this thing. This bird gave its life for us, so we want to enjoy that. So, all right, so enough talking. So we're going to get spatchcocking. So 2 steps, we're going to cut it and we're going to flip it over and then we're going to break its back. Actually, we're going to break its breastbone and I'll show you that as well. So we're going to take it, and you're going to hear this awful crunching the whole time. But if you have a good pair of shears, it goes through pretty easy. See how easy that was? These are Henkel shears. I think I paid $29 for them. So I'm a big Henkel knife fan. Most of my knives are Henkel. But so. And if you are not sure where to cut, what you can do, I should have probably showed you this before I cut it, my apologies. So you have your breastbone. So what you can do is you can take your knife, find where the butt is, and then just do a little slice, cut the skin open. That way you know exactly where you're gonna go with it. But otherwise you can just do what I do, just cut away, all right? And then we're gonna take out, we have the whole spine, there's part of the neck, there's the butt. We won't be keeping this. This is going in the garbage. So gone it goes. All right. So now we have this, but do be careful. All of these bones we just cut, they are sharp. All right, you can puncture yourself. All right, so just be careful. So now we have our beautiful chicken. We're gonna roll it over onto its stomach. All right. I usually take the legs and the thighs and I turn them out. And then I grab the wings here and I flip them out as well. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the breastbone. Here's both breasts. Right down the center is where you're looking. Take your hand, go flat, and just press down, and then you're gonna hear it pop. So I'm gonna stop talking. All right. Oh, we didn't get the normal big pop that we usually get, but this bone broke right here, and that's what we were looking to do. Usually you get a much bigger pop, but for some reason we didn't. So also something else you can do if you really want to make it easy and not do the push, you can just take your shears reach in here and do a little cut, okay? That'll do the same thing we're looking to do. There we go, all right. So I didn't have it all the way through. That happens. So I hope you all heard that big pop, or I was probably too busy blabbing. So now we have our chicken all ready to spatchcock. Now there's a couple different ways you can prepare your chicken prior to this point. One of the ways is do what I did this morning. I took it out of the, well actually like 10 minutes ago, took it out of the fridge. I rinsed it off and I dried it off the best I could, then I put it right here. You can also marinate this, brine this overnight in a salt water mixture. I usually just take my stock pot, fill it full of water. I throw in, I don't know, 3-4 tablespoons of salt. I just shake it in, so I don't know exactly how much I put in. Sometimes I'll put onions in, sometimes I'll put pepper in. But if you brine a chicken, that just makes it more tender, all right? When you're smoking chicken, and I'm actually gonna be smoking 2 or 3 chicken breasts, boneless, skinless chicken breasts when I smoke this later on. With chicken, you have to watch it really, really close, okay? Chicken will dry out really quickly. But I do have a couple little tricks to help with that. When I smoke chicken, I use my water pan. And in my water pan, I just have water. There's nothing special in it, but I do fill it all the way up, so because I want that moisture coming up the whole time. A lot of people say and state that affects the smoke, but I have never experienced it affecting the smoke. I still get great smoke with it. So whatever works for you. I also will spray a little bit of olive oil over top of this after I've seasoned it. That helps keep it moist, it locks in that moisture, and it also helps to crisp up the skin. Because that is one downfall of smoking chicken, is that the skin is not crispy. So I find if I put a little olive oil on it, that crisps it right up. What a lot of people do as well is they take this from the smoker and they throw it on their grill at a really high heat for like a minute. And that also helps crisp up the skin. So, but we're not gonna do that today. We're just gonna smoke it and have some good chicken. This will be our dinner. So, but I just wanted to show you guys how easy it is to spatchcock a chicken. Like I said, I don't know why it's called a spatchcock. I'll try and look it up and I'll post it below, but it's called spatchcocking, so that's what we do. All right. So this will smoke. This is about a 3.5 pound chicken, I guess. It's probably gonna smoke between 2 and 3 hours. That'll be the max it'll smoke. I smoke my chicken usually to 160. I don't know what the recommended method is. If you're all into the FDA and want other recommended stuff, then you'll need to look it up. I think it's 165 is what they recommend. But I put 2 probes in. I put a probe in the breast and I put a probe in the thigh. So the thighs will be done before the breast. So what I do is if the thighs are done first, I will wrap the thighs in tin foil and then I will let the breast continue cooking. That just helps insulate the thighs so they don't overcook and dry out. And one good thing with the thighs is because they are brown meat, they tend to not dry out as much as the breast will. So, but I pull mine at 160 and then I let them sit for about 7 to 10 minutes before we eat it, and it continues to cook, and that brings it up to the desired FDA recommended temperature. Like I said, I think it's 165, you can look that up, but that's what I do. All right, so I'm gonna be using 2 different spices today. I'm gonna be using Grill Mates, and I'm not affiliated with any of these companies. These are just what I use. Sweet and smoky, and then I'm using my sweet and spicy Kansas City dry rub. This is from Aldi. One of my favorite spices is this company, Stone Mill. So, and they're cheap. This whole container was like $3. So that's what we're gonna do. So, all right, so we're gonna get spice in here. 1 second, I'll be right back. I forgot I have to get some olive oil. We're back. All right, so first thing, and I only have a little bit of sweet and spicy. That's why I'm using the other one as well. Not sure if you can see that. I only have a little bit left. So anytime I have a little bit left, I just use it up and then I combine a couple spices. These 2 are really close in flavor, so I'm not gonna mess anything up. So also, I open the wings right up. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I I spice those up as well. I try and make sure I get spice everywhere on my chicken. Chicken to me is very boring, so this way, if I get some good seasoning on it, that just really helps with the flavor. And I really do like my chicken smoked, so I just use a can of olive oil and I just spray it on. I don't go heavy on it. I just give it a nice little coating. Then we're gonna flip her over and we're gonna do the backside. And I might have enough sweet and smoky, so we might just be doing the one flavor today. I get those wings nice and crispy because the wings are my favorite. Oh, of course, we're gonna run out right near the end. Oh well. I think I had enough. So close. We're close enough though. I get enough on the outside here. I'll just rub it on these couple little spots. I got a little tiny bit of a wing here that needs some love. So we'll just put it on like that. Then same thing here again. Actually, we're gonna little olive oil. I'm not using a whole lot. Like I said, this is not a binder to me. This is helping the skin get nice and crispy. So we're gonna flip this baby over again. All right, looks like I've lost some of my spices on the other side, so. Oh, excuse me. I'm not very good with this one-handed stuff that all the real professionals do, but I'm not professional. I'm just you guys. So my probe, I'm gonna try and put it in right about here. So we're gonna be going in about halfway, close to the middle on the chicken breast. So here we go. All right, and we're in, and then when we get out there, I'll have one in the thigh as well. Or I'll just check it, excuse me, as I'm smoking it. So. All right, so we are good. I'm gonna throw a little bit of this seasoning on here over the area I lost, and then I'll see you guys out at the smoker. All right, peace, love, and hair grease. All right, we're out of the smoker, so we're gonna be smoking with the canned wood, or pecan, or pecans, however you say it. So we got our spatchcock chicken going on. Set this up here. This puppy going. Move in. Now, hopefully you guys can see this. When you put your spatchcock chicken in, you want it nice and flat. Spread it all around. That's what you're looking for. That helps with that even cooking. Also, the water I use in here, I boil it on my stove before I put it in. So that way I don't have to waste propane trying to heat it up. So we got some pecan wood in there, pecan, however you say it, from wherever you are. It's all good. It's all the same. All right, I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Right, everybody. We have been smoking for 45 minutes and we already have an internal temperature of 104. So I want to take a quick look. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. So, some nice color there. All right, I'll see you guys when we're done. All right, well, we've been smoking for just under 2 hours with pecan wood, right around 250 degrees. I'll put this all in the bottom. And we are done. So we are at 160 degrees in the very dead center, but everything else is ready to go. So we're gonna pull this puppy out. Oh, look how juicy it is. I don't know if you guys saw all that juice, probably not. We'll take that out. So a lot of the recipes that I saw online says this size of a turkey, this size of a chicken takes like 4 hours. I have never smoked a chicken for 4 hours, even when it's completely, when it's in its original form and nice and round and not flat like this. So I will see you guys. We're going to let this rest for about 20 minutes and then I'll be back. All right, welcome back. We have our spatchcock chicken here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Look at my little monitor. You can see it. I'm just going to make a little adjustment here. Sorry, this is what happens when you're a one-man show. But we're gonna move this baby over. Actually, I'll just use my heat gloves right here because it is pretty warm still. I've been letting it sit for about 15 minutes. Oh, look at all that juice coming off. Oh yeah, we're gonna save that juice. Because this is actually gonna get re-wrapped here in a second. Because I have another video I'm gonna make of something really cool. But I just wanted to show you guys. So we got some Nice. I got a dog drinking water in the background, so I apologize. So we got some decently crispy wings. Woo! I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll grab a fork. Oh, I got a fork right here. I knew I had one out. Ooh, it's a little spicy. It's good. Sure if you guys can see all that. See the steam coming off? That's nice and juicy. This is amazing. It's one of my favorite ways of doing chickens. We're gonna cut it and I'm gonna taste it because this is really good, I'm hoping. So, that's pretty good. A little bit spicier than I was looking for today, but it's okay. So I pulled it when the chicken breast was at 165. I'm sorry, 160. I'm gonna test it now. And it's been sitting, so when it came up to temp, so that's one of the reasons I always pull my chicken early. Because you don't want it to dry out. It'll dry out really quickly on a smoker. So just remember that when you're smoking chicken or turkey, they both dry out really, really quickly. So, so just make sure you pull them a little bit earlier, let them rest for a while, and they will come up to temperature and they will finish cooking. This is cooked perfect in my opinion. And you know, guys know, not gonna lie to you about it. When I wreck things, I wreck things because I've wrecked things before on video. So that's just part of life. All right, so I have a great video coming up after this. You guys will want to see something very unique. I've never seen it before. We just created it one day and it's stuck, and I do it quite often, so it's pretty good. So you'll have to wait and see what that is. But if you guys like my videos, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if not, it's all good. Peace, love, and hair grease. See y'all on the flip side.